On health this morning, the struggle is real when it comes to Americans' lack of sleep. According to the National Sleep Center, 45% of Americans have some sort of sleep issue. No surprise there.
Yeah, no surprise there, especially when you wake up at midnight to go work out. That's weird. But what if we told you there are a few tried and true ways to get a few more Z's? Team 12 consumer reporter Bill McGinty, this seems hypocritical of us to be sharing information like this, but he has advice that you have been dreaming about.
You know why babies sleep so well? It's because they don't have to deal with any of this. According to the National Sleep Center, Americans say they sleep on average of 7.5 hours a night, but almost half of us say it's either not long enough or restless. But why?
We're going to put
Julian Parra is going through a sleep study tonight. He wakes up suddenly gasping for air and he doesn't know why. Sleep apnea is suspected, but here at the Novant Sleep Center in Monroe, he'll be wired up and watched all night by Rita so his medical team can figure out the issue for sure.
If you have sleep apnea, it's usually worse, typically when you're dreaming and when you're on your back.
They'll watch his heart, his brain waves, and his breathing. Even his legs are going to be wired up for restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
While Julian tries to sleep, we'll dream up some ways to help you sleep better with Dr. Nancy Behrens, who's a sleep specialist. First up, get some actual sunlight during your day.
Getting outside in nature, getting in a green space every day with trees and nature, at least 15 minutes a day can help people to sleep better.
So what else? A cooling pillow? Studies show a cooling cap did help people sleep better. Set the room temperature to the mid-60s. That's the optimum sleep temperature, but you've got to be comfortable. Sleep aids are okay too, but long-term, they lose their effect as your body tends to get used to them. Turn the clock away from your view. Never check the time if you wake up. Keep the room dark, quiet, and make a list of things you have to do the next day so you can try to settle your brain. A bad diet might be keeping you up too. Try high fiber, high protein, less alcohol, and no caffeine after 2 p.m. Good sleep is a puzzle. There's no one single fix, and it's individual. What works for you might not work for somebody else, but these are the most common sleep fixes.
And I'll let you
Back to Julian and his sleep issue, which these scans prove is sleep apnea. The boxes are the moments he stopped breathing, some longer than a full minute. What works for somebody may not work for somebody else, but either way, trying something is better than doing nothing. In Monroe, I'm Bill McGinty, NBC Charlotte.
That's a change I want to make. The no caffeine after 2 p.m.
That makes a big difference.
I don't do that.
I've noticed that. I've also noticed making a list before you go to bed. It does calm the mind.
Right. That's why a lot
I
of
can
people do
attest.
journaling and stuff like that before they go to bed.
Sure.
It's another thing I want to start.